Hello and welcome to the 6th episode of this Swindon Town Let's Play series on Football Manager. Today I'm going to be playing my first game of the season. Technically it's a pre-season friendly match against Corsham. I'd arranged it a few days ago. A very easy team for Swindon to beat today, so I'm hoping to raise the squad morale quite considerably. Just getting rid of a few things in my pile of information I've been given. I think you can do a job raising squad morale using reserve matches. If you pick a poor team to play in a reserve match, you can generally improve your squad morale by putting one or two first team players in there and sort of walking over that team, which will make them happy. And obviously if they have a lot of influence, say if I put Oliver Rees or something in that squad, then they would bring that onto the team and it would generally improve morale. So not always a bad thing to use reserve matches to improve squad happiness. As you can see here, I've kind of got a difficult decision in picking who Ballatoni is going to replace. I also want to get Corey Gregory sometime into this scene, but as he's only on loan, he's not too important to me right now. I do want to get him fit and ready for the season though, so I will be looking to play him in future games. Also, for match preparation, if you're making a new tactic, you want to set that to very high. So it basically means that the familiarity bar goes up a lot quicker over time. It does mean that your training sessions are somewhat hindered because you spend more time learning the tactic that you're trying to teach your players. As you can see there, those bars individually will increase, especially with game time actually. So if you use a new tactic in a friendly, I don't know if you use them in a reserve game with your first team players, if that will increase it or not. Also, for games when you're playing harder teams, you'll want to concentrate on defensive positioning, and vice versa. If you're playing an easy team, you'll want to concentrate on attacking movement. If they're good at using free kicks against you, then you'll want to obviously look at defending free kicks or set pieces or whatever. And if you think that you've got a strength, maybe an aerial threat or something like that, then obviously for set pieces you can improve at those, then you can train at that as well. Anyway, so we're on to our first game. Now, I haven't really picked a way of doing commentaries for these games yet, so this could be entirely different to what my next game will be. I'm only looking to show you what to do in this first friendly, and for the rest of them I'm just going to go ahead and record them without, not record them, sorry, with commentary, because I don't really see the point. They're basically the same game, just giving players experience and a bit of confidence and a bit of morale. So there we go. Morale, confidence, same kind of thing. Anyway, as you can see here, I like to be assertive in my speeches before matches. Definitely helps the team out most of the time. Half-time team talks are very important as well. I'm going to be attacking during this game because obviously Corsham, compared to Swindon, they're a very poor team, so I should be looking to get out from the off and finish this game with a good win. Anyway, I have been trying to play the Euro 2012 DLC. We scored straight away. Okay, well, I don't think De Vera is going to be doing that too many times this season. That was fairly poor defending, I have to say, from Corsham right there. But at the end of the day, a goal is a goal, and it's going to help De Vera and his confidence out. I have to say that the replays on Football Manager are quite considerably annoying, and usually they'll show you things that you've already seen, which can be quite a big problem. Anyway, as I was saying, I've been trying to play the FIFA 12 Euro 2012 DLC, and it's not been letting me do it. What is annoying about this is the fact that I've been on their forums quite recently. I do rant a lot on that, but you can understand. I mean, they have been voted the worst customer service company in North America by, what was it, the consumer company, or something like that. It was consumer.com, I don't know, anything like that. But honestly, their customer care is terrible. Like, they've patched the game itself to stop, say, freezing and things like that. You know, obvious problems. But the fact that if you've bought the game and haven't downloaded the trial version, essentially what the version is, you download the trial version, which is the whole 650 megabytes, and then you download the game, which is 100 kilobytes. It's basically like an unlock key to it. What I did was I went straight on, as soon as it popped up the first day it was out, and I'm a bit of an idiot for doing this, but I saw it straight away on the Xbox Live homepage. So I went straight through there, didn't even download the trial, I just bought the game straight away. You know, I didn't think it looked the best, but you know, I really enjoy doing tournament football, and tournament football, not an ultimate team, is better because you don't have people abusing with fast players constantly, which is very annoying. But what happened then was it kept telling me I was on the trial version, and I couldn't actually access the actual game for 3 weeks. No, yeah, it was quite a long amount of time. And then after that, I did manage to get it to work by deleting the trial version from my FIFA 12 store. And then after that, they released a patch which changed the players around, which is a whole other can of worms, because for a tournament that's hosted by Ukraine and Poland, for Poland they don't have the correct kits, and for Ukraine they don't have the correct kits and the correct players, which to me is ridiculous. I mean, they can't. You can't justify a £20 DLC. I know they've reduced it by 25% now, but even that is crazy. For what they've given you is essentially a pack of stadiums. They could create that tournament mode whenever they wanted. They could create that exhibition mode by piecing together other modes. Essentially, all you get from the exhibition mode is a jigsaw puzzle or something like that with pictures of qualifying games and stuff like that for Euro 2012. That is so easy to put together. I know people say, oh well, it's a new feature, it's interesting and stuff like that, but I really have seen no improvements, and I know they made no bones about it, saying they haven't made any sort of gameplay features or anything like that, but you would think that, you know, for FIFA 13 coming out in only a few months, that they would want to test things like that. I personally think that is what World Cup 2010 was about. They added new ball physics and things like that to test it out for FIFA 11, you know. New features that were instantly just going to be put straight on FIFA 11 if they worked out. And what really surprised me was the fact that there were so many brilliant features on World Cup 2010 that just weren't introduced in FIFA 11. The whole feeling of the game is why so many people bought Euro 2012 DLC, and I myself am included in that. It was a terrible DLC, whereas the World Cup 2010 game was just probably the best FIFA I've ever played in terms of the tournament modes, in terms of the exhibition modes, all of that stuff, offline, online, brilliant. Whereas if you're an online player playing Euro 2012 DLC, it is awful. You can hardly access the game. So right now I'm having troubles actually getting onto the game. I have to go into the store and delete the trial every single time I want to play the game. And when there's a squad update, even that doesn't work. So for £20, you know, that is ridiculous, and I don't think I'm ever going to be buying DLC from EA again. What's really annoying about EA is the fact that they don't have any real competition, and that is why they can consistently produce such poor games every year. You know, people say, oh, these updates are brilliant, but they could be doing so much more. If you look at older versions of FIFA, say the step up from FIFA 07 to 08, you know, I'm not expecting that every single year, but things rivaling that, something close to that, should be updated every year. And if PES was anything near to as good as people used to think it was, then I'm sure FIFA would improve massively. So I'm looking for PES to become a great game again. And with the introduction of PS3 in 2014, I think they're creating a whole new virtual physics system, I think, for their game, which is going to be a massive step up. I mean, if you look at the animations they have in their game at the moment, you know that there's definitely potential there. In terms of licensing, that's one of the main reasons that I didn't buy it when I first started playing football games. When I was, 9 or 10 years old, it was very important to me that I could play with my own team, Swindon Town, rather than playing North London Reds or whatever, which I thought was ridiculous. Even though at that time PES was the better game, and looking at older PESs now, I kind of realised what I missed out on. That FIFA was a fairly poor game back in 2004, 2005. Obviously, it got ahead of PES recently, but I see potential in the PES brand. So I don't actually know what point I'm at in the caution game right now. It's I've actually paused the game because it was lagging out. But yeah, I just wanted to add this commentary over the top. I'm not quite sure what I will be doing for every single game during the season. I think I'm going to be doing something like this, a little rant on whatever's annoyed me today. But thank you for watching the video. If there's any more left, or if it runs over into another episode, I won't be doing any commentary over it, because I have no idea what point of the video I'm at. Anyway, thanks for watching. So if you could leave a like, a subscription, or a comment, it would be much appreciated. Thank you again for Toma and Fatboy for subscribing to me and for commenting and liking on my videos. Thank you everybody, and goodbye.